Something broke the boss, I flipped the script. Super Trucker Podcast got me fully equipped. Left the noise behind, now I'm stacking green. Voyager Nation made me live the dream.
The ELD rebellion. Can we outrun this bad boy?
Or are we stuck with that? So, have you heard any rumors of stricter ELD audits?
I haven't actually heard those rumors, but I'm pretty sure stricter means because the technology that is advancing day to day, it's it's a lot more clean cut and accurate. And so now an audit is actually, do they already know what's going down before they even arrive?
Probably, very likely. The technology is up there. The recognition technology is up there. We know a lot of things that we do not know about.
Yeah, to piggyback on that, so those guys that are running around with the cameras plus AI on them, man, those bad boys detect yawning, detect probably head bopping, unless it's so it's already there at where they could recognize.
Yeah, even which direction your eyes are looking at, and kind of are you focusing on the road or are you focusing somewhere else? And obviously that's not just in your truck, that's beyond your truck, that's anywhere, any public cameras, this and that, and pretty soon there is going to be no place to hide, man.
There we go. So going on to that, I think that's what's going to make it stricter, because it's going to feel like an audit every day. You know what I mean? They're watching, man. They're going to have that ability where, I don't know, man, maybe there's some kind of sick fantasy or whatever, but can it get to a point where that shit is being transmitted directly to DOT?
I'm pretty sure eventually, because imagine, I know, I play with AI a little bit, and the opportunities are endless. The more of that going to be implemented, the harder is gonna get away with all kinds of shenanigans, obviously. And this is why I always used to say, if you do not like the rules, right? For example, hours of service. How many drivers are signing the petitions right now that we want paper logs back and all the other stuff. By the way, paper logs is not even gonna help, because let me tell you, the other day I did a screenshot of some crazy conspiracy theory made by a person in a handwriting, with errors, this event leads to that event and so on. I took a picture, screenshot from a video that I was watching, and I uploaded it to ChatGPT, and without giving it any context, I asked it to break it down for me.
And it gave you the breakdown?
And it gave me a breakdown, and it was very on point. I'm very aware about that issue, so I'm kind of I'm not a conspiracy theorist in that aspect, but I'm very informed on that aspect. And it was on point. And all I gave it, nothing but just crazy individuals' handwritten scheme.
Yeah.
And it was able to unpack it nice and clean with events and everything.
So let's translate that into this hours of service, right? Because right now, let's face it, man. Guys are bending the hours of service rules right now.
Yes, but that just being stupid. That when shit hits the fan and somebody's life destroyed, somebody potentially spends the rest of their days in jail. Most other drivers seeing that, they think, oh, it's just one driver somewhere far, far away, and it's not real. But man, it's real. It's very real. It's very close. And when I see drivers, abusing personal conveyance, and man, when you confront them and when you tell them, bro, you cannot be doing this, you're risking everything.
Yeah.
And not just you're pulling all of us with you. Not usually, but quite often you get this strong pushback as, nah, man, it's not a big deal. DOT says it's okay. When did DOT say it's okay?
Yeah, no, because that gets open for interpretation. So, and what happens here is just, that's what we're talking about. Imagine that power of the AI, man, because that AI that's going to audit that, and you're like, PC needs some break, and then your final destination point, that pin drop of where that is, AI already knows, man. Like, hey, that happens to be Coca-Cola's distribution center.
Yeah.
Like off the bat, right there. Like, not here.
And if the OT officer, because he's human too,
Right.
can kind of miss that point or mislook it, AI will not.
For sure.
It's going to know exactly where you're at. It's going to know exactly what you're doing. So I think right now, with all these people, like signing the petition, to get paper logs back, I have some bad news for you.
Yeah.
You're not getting them back. It's just mission impossible. As a matter of fact, I kind of went back and forth with AI on that issue. Basically, it says, look, trucks are huge. The accidents look very ugly.
Yeah.
We gain a lot of media publicity. And no politician will ever deregulate it. In trucking, all we can expect is more regulation, not less. Because even though the Trump ran on deregulation and everything else, tell me the rule that we as truckers got the relief on.
No, there isn't. There isn't. And then just the common sense factor too, man. Like that's like showing up with a notebook. Like, you know what I mean? It's not gonna go that far back at all. I don't think paper is out of here. Forget about it. I understand that some guys really believe in that. They actually buy trucks built around that theory, man. Like I'm not gonna lie to you. I've had guys where they've come in on a glider kit or whatever, and or an older truck, do a couple donuts in the parking lot, and they are finding it harder and harder to find the carriers that are willing to do just paper.
Yeah, because what everybody is like, everybody just thinks me, right?
Yeah, by nature, yeah.
But the bottom line is just look at the liability that you're bringing with you to that carrier or to the team that you're a part of. Because eventually, if something happens, that's gonna turn against you. Even, let's say, I wouldn't be surprised even if nothing happens with you specifically, but with somebody else, and now, some incident is being investigated or so on. Just you being on that fleet, so-called ELD exempt, will be probably held against the carrier in the court of law as a negligent hiring practices.
Yeah.
Because if you're willing to, use that exemption, what else are you willing to do?
Yeah, and they're also it gets complicated because at the same time, like, on another kind of little sidebar, not everybody is even going to insure these trucks. Like, there's some places you got to jump through hoops and send pictures and this.
Yeah. And the deeper we go in it, the more and more complicated it's going to be, because everybody going to know everything about you. So that's a challenge.
Yeah. Owner-operator partnership is very real. I got tons of guys who are making $4,000 take-home. Learn how you can do that by giving me a call at 863-342-5171. We are conveniently located in Lakeland, Florida. We are a Florida-based trucking company that is here to provide you resources to be successful. So once again, it's 863-342-5171. So what are some of what do you think they're going to be, what's the top thing that you think they're focusing on to enforce right away as technology grows? Like eliminating that PC and...
No, I don't think eliminating the PC, but we're going to tighten it up. And, just like right now, let's say somebody who had non-domicile illegally received CDL, playing by the book, kind of got the short end of a stick real quick.
God, for collateral damage.
Yeah,
man,
not for a fact, not yet, but it's going there, right? Eventually, all those little games that you play sometimes and you feel like nobody is gonna get you.
Yeah,
it's coming after you too. So I only have one suggestion to it. I understand hours of service fixated around computer monitored, time in the real world with traffic issues, delays, can be a little bit problematic. I do not necessarily think that the people that made those rules have anything to do with actually being in the truck and dealing with what truckers are dealing with.
Right.
But if you want to win, asking for paper logs would be the last thing on my book, because you're not going to get it. That's a fact. But what you can do, you can figure out what hours of service would actually work for you. Because I say, instead of demanding paper logs so we can violate the rules and cause all kinds of liability and gamble with everything we have all the time,
Right.
let's instead push for something that's doable legally. Right?
Yeah.
Like, for example, I would say, and I hope most of people watching this video would agree with me, I would say make some sort of very, very simplistic rules. Let's say 16.8 or 14.10, and allow that to be spliced and diced however you want. And eliminate the bullshit 60-70 hour rule.
Right, yeah.
Because look, it's really heartbreaking, but unfortunately that's the rule. You know, the driver is driving, you know, on his last trip home. He's 50 miles away from home.
Not tired, super excited.
Not tired, super excited. The beer is already chilling in the fridge at home. The barbecue is being prepared by wife. He hasn't been home for a couple of weeks, and he runs out of those 70 hours. Legally, there is no ifs, buts, coconuts, man. You gotta go down.
Yeah.
However, somebody who made those rules up, ending up in that situation, how would you motherfucking feel?
Yeah, exactly. Like,
What does that half hour really have to do with anything? So I think those weekly
but again, to your point,
limitations are just
because
they have nothing to do with
because it even promotes it, because now the guy is in that position, feeling how he's feeling, and you got this fucking carrot above your head that called PC, and now it's enticing.
Yeah,
and I'm not saying it's right. I'm not none of that. I'm just saying now it fucks it up even more.
A lot of people is gonna say, you know what? If you need to fire me, fucking fire me. I'm going home.
Yeah.
And now, add this to turnover, to other chaos, to other challenges. Man, like, why do we have to deal with something silly like that?
Yeah.
Let us know in the comments below. Like, would you agree to some simple 16-hour on duty / driving, 8-hour sleeper berth, spliced however you want it, and no weekly limit?
Let us know.
Let us know in the comments below. I would totally back this up over any other rules that are out there, because all these complicated, formulated, so we're not complicated, we're easy, but in real world, we're not necessarily working. Let's say the guy...
that's like a lot of that other, like theoretical sounds good, makes sense. Yeah. But then go live it.
Because let's say the guy who lives in, let's say Ohio, right? And he runs West Coast and back. Every week, motherfucker is doing the reset in fucking Iowa. Literally, just 10 hours away from home.
Mm-hmm.
And then what? He does a reset, he goes home and he does another reset? How does that make sense? Just let the dude fitting in the legal hours to complete his trip, to go home, do what he needs to do,
and come back out.
And that's, again, I'm not like some sort of, scientist that did some research on it, but I'm a trucker.
Mm-hmm.
I've been there, I've done it. I think rules like that would work for me to the point where I would never need to violate it. And then put some very, very hard stops. Meaning, if that's 16.8, you better don't fucking break
so
it.
something with this freedom would have to come with absolutely zero fucking tolerance for any kind of violation.
Yes.
It would be amplified if you violate.
Yes, so make it very doable, but punish anybody that's negligent to those very doable rules.
Right.
Because, for example, if you get like 16 hours to drive, right? Nobody is telling you to drive 16 hours and then, oh my God, I can't find the parking. No. Think like you think right now, 11 hours.
Right.
And boom, like problem solved. Okay, you had to extend a couple hours. You reached 14, even 15. You're still good.
Yeah.
Nothing violated. And then you go sleep for whatever, 8 hours or because even 10 hours. Man, when was the last time you slept fucking 10 hours?
Nah, man, I
Like,
can't even.
Me never.
No, it doesn't happen.
And again, because most of truckers are like aging generation, right?
Yeah.
Like the older I get, the less I fucking sleep.
Yeah,
Sometimes I wake up like fucking 2 a.m. in the morning. Hey, good morning. What's up?
Falling back asleep at 5 just for your alarm to go off at 6.
Yeah. And then when it goes off at 6, I'm like, motherfucker.
Why? Why me? All right, here we go, guys. And you know, and you always have this, guys. This part I know pisses Mike off, and we live this part where brokers, man, demanding like real-time tracking. I mean, I'm not talking about download tracking like 4 points or whatever the fuck it's called, but like they want access to the ELD and all of that. Man, like even that, like fuck, bro, doesn't that open up their liability even more? And how far can we? At what is our option not to participate limited?
Look, this is what I'm saying. Those motherfuckers, we want to eat your lunch.
Yeah.
We want a free access to your hours so we can save money, we can have all the convenience. But just wait. When we're gonna fucking get it and we're gonna have access to it, we're gonna carry the burden of responsibility as well, because now we know too.
Yeah.
And when some bad shit happens, we're not gonna be able. No, we just tracking. No, motherfucker.
My login isn't working.
You are with me in that motherfucking little cell.
Yep.
And I was gonna say something else, but I'm not going to.
Because you now you actually fucking knew. And then there you go.
Yeah. You knew, and like, you want to play stupid games?
Yeah, you know
what? You're gonna win stupid prizes.
You know what else they freaking know, man? Like I talked about it in the 9 a.m. Again, don't know too much about it, but we know it's possible that these guys are getting CDLs with fucking, it says unknown as their name, like no fucking name on it, right? Mm-hmm. So when they're asking for copies of licenses and they have that, you knew too, bitch. Like you're in it as well.
No, absolutely. So I think we control something. We think we being safer. We think we protecting themselves. Man, I've been in this industry long enough to know you can play those stupid games, but then some bad shit is gonna happen.
But hold on, man. I also think it's like it's one of those other arenas of like theoretical versus real, right? Because okay, so maybe somebody up top has some kind of like plan and like a vision for it, right? Mm-hmm. But then who's actually living it? The guys in the trenches. Yeah. You got some guy who's never fucking seen books, doesn't understand hours of service, not even looking at what he knows what he's looking at.
There was like this. I don't know if that's a joke, if that's a real example. Back in the day, somebody got like rewarded by a major prize for basically, the pencil. Regular pencil. So it's a wood around, and it's paraffin in the inside, right? Yeah. Is that paraffin in English? The thing that makes a mark.
Oh, whatever the fuck it's called.
Okay, so that you know what the pencil is. So it's a wood and that thing that you actually write with, right? So somebody said we are using too much paraffin, or that writing thing, because you never use the whole pencil. You keep on sharpening it, but at the end of the day, when there is only very little left,
you can't get to that letter or whatever.
You can use it all up, so you end up throwing it away.
Yeah.
So the guy comes up with that idea, and he decides, let's add a little bit of wood at the end so we can use it all up.
Okay.
Gets a major prize. Congratulations. Everybody is fucking clapping. A couple of years goes by. Another guy comes up with a different idea. We are cutting too many trees.
So let's make the pencil that you fucking...
Let's make the pencil back to what it was, and he gets another prize. I don't know. That's probably a joke or just like one of those urban legends. But I think I think that's what's up. So a lot of people making those decisions, sitting in ivory towers,
Yeah, don't actually.
we don't actually know what's up. And I get it, man. Like, I've seen drivers abusing hours of service in the ugliest way, very knowingly, very purposely. No ifs and buts. We're just willing to bend backwards just to break the rules.
Yeah.
And as a matter of fact, a lot of those drivers are the drivers that don't even need it. We just do it just because we are. It's imprinted in their head. If I'm not cheating, I'm doing something wrong.
Yeah, correct. I truly believe that.
Holy crap, is this real? $4,000 a week in this market, guys? This is not a joke. We got plenty of owner-operators in this market taking home $4,000 a week every single week. So if you're interested in something like this, we're located right here in Mulberry, Florida, just a few miles south of Lakeland. Give us a call, 863-342-5171, because $4,000 take home after all the expenses, that's nothing to laugh at.
And not just that, man. Like, even to Mike's thing, like, man, we have corrected some fucking logs, right? When they're not even using it right. You know, like the guy might, like, just the comment alone is going to get him lit up. So, like, they don't even, they may have even gotten away with it, but when they put it on their log,
that's it. It undoes everything.
Yeah. So in the comment, you gave the cop right there. He's like, okay, here you go.
Yeah, and look, this is not illegal advice. We're not coaching you how to falsify hours of service. What we're telling you here is most of our top dogs are running 100% legally, never have any violations, and we make top dollar. On the other hand, from time to time, we get a new guy.
Yeah.
Who barely runs 20 hours a week, and on the first trip out, he violates every hours of service rule in the book, and we have to bring him back and terminate him.
Yeah, that does happen.
In many cases, we're gonna try to fix that behavior and talk to the individual and explain it and tell him why and what and all the details. But most people that participate in that behavior, we're not necessarily willing to hear what we gotta say.
Yeah, because I mean, and then that even comes like when we're talking this theoretical stuff, right? Like these mega fleets, right? Here's what I think happens, man. Like, on here it says weaponized compliance against the small guys, but here's what I think. I think the bigger it is, people just assume bigger is better and nothing is going on. Kind of like this whole non-domiciled, right? We think, oh, the state got it. The DMV is handling it. They wouldn't do anything wrong. That's not corrupt. And then not so much, not so fast. And so we think that everything under, like a Warner, that everything is perfect.
Yeah. And the funny part is when some shit gonna unravel, and all of a sudden it's a public knowledge and it's a major fraud. The DMV, we're gonna get a slap on the wrist. We're gonna get a rewritten policy, different guidance, and tap on the back saying, carry on, little guy. But what's gonna happen to the carrier? What's gonna happen to you as an owner-operator? What's gonna happen to the driver? We will fucking destroy your life.
Yeah. That's the
for their own bullshit that we fucking created. Because to me, like, this is how I see it. If the state of Florida decided that Joe Schmo is a Class A CDL holder, passed all the tests and exams for a CDL, who am I to tell him that he is not qualified to drive?
Yeah.
So I think that's fair.
Yeah. Absolutely, because they gave it to him. They were like, which test would you like, sir? Like, right? So English, Spanish, whatever. So they're the ones qualifying them. So here you go, man. It's just I don't know. It doesn't operate within common sense, right?
At the end of the day, don't celebrate too hard, because at the end of the day, you will be thrown under the bus. The only way to protect yourself is to be safe, follow hours of service rules, especially hours of service rules. Maintain your equipment, because when bad shit gonna happen, those are two most important things everybody's gonna look at.
Right.
Keep your license intact and stop playing stupid games. Instead, if you truly want to participate in a better quality of life for truck drivers, participate in decision making. Figure out what would work for you. Make sure it's realistic, because I know it like, well, it should be like no rules. If I'm tired, I'm tired. If I'm not, I'm not. That's not gonna happen, man. Unfortunately, I wish that was the case, but that's not gonna happen.
Right.
Let's come up with something a little bit more realistic. So for me, if I had to jump back in the truck, and I've done quite a bit of driving, I know exactly what we're talking about, so I'm not delusional that, the drivers is just idiots that not following the rules because we don't want to. No, sometimes it's problematic, man.
Yeah.
And I know exactly what you guys dealing with, but my opinion, if I need to jump back into the truck and I get to choose, do I want the rules as we are right now? Do I want something else? Or do I want super simple 16.8 or 14.10, ideally 16.8, and eliminate the weekly cap,
And that's it.
and allow me to splice it however I want. So 16.10, I may, let's say, drive 8 hours, go to sleep for 5, and I'm good for another 8 hours of driving, as long as I go sleep for 5.
Yeah.
And that's it. It's going to be easy to understand. It's going to be probably physiologically very easy for a lot of people. Nobody is going to abuse you because, again, in 25 years in trucking, I've heard somebody talking about it, that the company is making them do things. I personally never witnessed the company telling the tire driver, you have to make it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've seen maybe some idiot dispatcher who got hired yesterday and he doesn't know any fucking better. And that motherfucker gets slapped real quick and put in his place. But at the end of the day, as a driver myself, if I ever violated any rule, which never happened, allegedly, I did it on my own fucking accord. Nobody ever made me do anything.
Right. Yeah.
And I never seen the company that would force the driver to do it. Because look, even right now, I guess it's easier to find drivers right now, but it's not easy to find good drivers.
No. Because I mean, you even have, sometimes there's glitches in these bad boys, right?
Yeah.
Then that does happen. But again, like, that's not a get out of jail free card, because, I've seen it, brother. Like, hey, a glitch happened, so the guy, fucking kept driving for another 8 hours, knowing he already fucking drove 6, or whatever the case may be. Like, it's already, that's not a get out of free jail card. Like, you already know, just like you said, if you simplified it, you know exactly how you should be running, because once that glitch is fixed, now you're in a world of hurt. It's coming back to haunt you anyway.
Yeah, so if you agree with me, hashtag 16/8, let's make it viral. And let's I don't know, write some emails, write some letters to legislators and to FMCSA, to DOT. Enough of us pushing for the same thing
Makes a difference.
we're gonna make a difference. And if we're just gonna be quiet and we're gonna think that violating hours of service rules is a win, we're just a bunch of idiots,
Getting violations.
and going out of business, losing our livelihoods, and being treated with total disrespect, because at that point we fucking deserve it.
Here we go, guys. All right, so start the movement. What are you calling it?
Fucking hashtag 16/8. I don't know if that hashtag would even work, but
Something like that, guys.
something like that. You figure it out. Let us know in the comments below what would be a good hashtag for it. Or if you have a better idea, what would be ideal hours of service that would work for you in 99.9% of the time. Let us know in the comments below. And we'll talk about it. Maybe, every good idea starts with people talking about it and then promoting it. And then it catches traction. It's probably not going to happen overnight, but it's going to be a hell of a lot better than just violating the rules, risking everything you ever worked for, and thinking that you're fucking somehow winning.
Here we go. All right, guys. Let us know. Keep us posted. Until next time, be safe, drive safe.
All right, guys, if you're looking for the best trucking company ever, give us a call, 863-342-5171. We're located right here in Mulberry, Florida, just a few miles south of Lakeland, the future trucking capital of the world.
See you soon.
Take care, guys.
Bye.
Operators looking for the best business owner opportunity, look no further. I got all the programs that are going to make you successful. Everything to operating from 2 different fuel cards, top of the line trailers with a maintenance program that is unbeatable. To plates, insurance, you name it, we got it. All you got to do is give us a call, 863-342-5171. Learn more and get started.